Okay, so the first thing we need to learn about trig is how to name a right angled triangle properly. You always start with the right angle. If you go straight across, that's your longest side and it's called the hypotenuse. The angle that you're given or that you're working with, in this case we're calling it theta, is just the angle. You go straight across and that side is called the opposite. The one that is left is called the adjacent. Okay? Don't worry too much about this just now. First thing I want you to do is learn to name the triangle properly. So if we go over to the next bit. Okay, so here are 10 triangles that you are going to name the sides for. Do it in your jotters, copy them out, name the sides. Pause this video because there's going to be answers in the next slide. So stop it here, copy them out, name the sides, then start playing the video again and check your answers. Right, instead of using the full words, we're going to use H for hypotenuse, O for opposite, and A for adjacent. Right, pause the video, go try do it. Once you've done it, mark it. If you've got any wrong, go back and check. And if you're not sure why you got it wrong, give me a shout. Okay folks, here's your answers. I hope there was no cheating going on. Check what you've done. Not sure of anything, give me a shout please. Right folks, your calculator. What we're looking for are these three buttons here, the sine, the cosine and the tangent. Should be in all scientific calculators. So what you want to do is practice using them. Okay? So you would press, say, sine, think of an angle, let's go for 89, hit equals, and that will give you the value of the sine of that angle. So the first couple of exercises for sine, cosine and tangent are all about just getting used to using these buttons. Okay? So it's these three here, the sine, the cosine and the tangent. These are the ones we need to be looking at on the calculator in order to find a missing side. Okie dokie? Play the video please. Okay, so now you're wondering what on earth is this sine, cosine and tangent all about? It is all about the sides of a right angle and how they divide each other. Okay, so let's have a wee looky at that. So it doesn't matter how long these sides are. The important thing is the angle. So if we have an angle, then say for the sine, if we want to know the sine of the angle, it's equal to the opposite over the hypotenuse. So the opposite side divided by the hypotenuse is the same for every triangle who has that angle, say 20 degrees. It doesn't matter how long these sides get, it's always going to be the same size. So sine of an angle is equal to the opposite divided by the hypotenuse. The cosine of an angle is equal to the adjacent divided by the hypotenuse. And the tangent is equal to the opposite side divided by the adjacent. Now because these never ever change, we can use them to find missing sides and angles. First thing we're going to look at is how to find a missing side. Okay? Normally I would jump straight into mixed, but we're going to take it slow, so we'll go find a missing side using each thing first. We will speed up. Okay, so we want to find this missing side here. We have got a nice right angle triangle. Pretend this is a square, it is supposed to be. There's my right angle. So the first thing you always have to do is name your sides. So find your right angle, go straight across, and that is going to be your hypotenuse. Okay, so there's your hypotenuse. Angle we are working with, straight across, that is your opposite. Okay, so we just write in O for that one. And the one that's left, that is your adjacent. There we go. Right, I'm going to introduce you to so katoa. For all we're just going to be using sine just now, let's just get into the habit of it. Right, say hello to so katoa. So the S stands for sine, the O stands for your opposite side, and the H is your hypotenuse. Ka, cosine adjacent over hypotenuse, toa, tan, opposite over adjacent. When you've got mixed questions, you'll use this to decide whether you're using sine, cosine or tangent. We are going to look at sine, but let's get into the habit. So how you do it is, you look at the question you've been given. You are going to tick off the side or the letter that represents the side that you have been given the length of. So for us, we've been given the length of the hypotenuse, which is h. So I'm going to put a wee tick wherever I see the h. So I've got an h there and an h there. What I want to find is the opposite side here. So wherever I see O, I'm going to put a wee tick as well. So how do we know which one to use? It's what you've got the two ticks at. So we're going to use sine because that is the opposite side divided by the hypotenuse. So we're using sine. Okay, so what we've got here is a right angle triangle. And what I know so far is that I'm using sine because I want to find out my opposite side, but I know my hypotenuse. I know my angle is 23 degrees. So according to this, my sine of my angle is equal to my opposite side divided by my hypotenuse. So that's what I'm going to write down. The sine of 23 degrees is equal to the opposite side, which is x, divided by the hypotenuse, which is 12. Now I want to rearrange this so that I've just got x by itself. This is the side that I want to find. So in order to get rid of this fraction, I'm going to multiply both sides by 12. Now in reality, all that happens is what's on the bottom here, the number that's on the bottom, is going to travel over there and become a multiply for the sine 23. So my 12 has travelled, so now I've got 12 sine 23. Now this is exactly what you're going to put into your calculator, okay? 12 sin 23. I showed you in the video what buttons to press. This is what we're going for. Okay, play the video again to see how to press the buttons on the calculator. Okay, so what we're doing in this, we're going to do 12 sin 23. So 12 and then the sine and then 23 and hit equals. There's your answer, 4.688, blah, 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 going on forever. You are going to write this down to 3 decimal places and then we are going to round it to 2 decimal places. Okay, so we've pressed the right buttons. We've ended up with 4.688. Oops, blah, blah, blah. Let's do the blah, blah, blah bit. There we go, blah, blah, blah bit. So rounding that now to 2 decimal places, we are going to get 4.69 centimetres. Right, folks, that is sine. Now you're going to go and practice it. Right, my lovely lot, what we are going to be doing is the 4G textbook. This is in your files, okay? So look into the files, you'll get the 4G textbook. We want chapter 13, exercise 1. Okie dokie? Let's get that done. Thank you very much.